In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the brand new locations of bosses and NPCs on the map, as well as the brand new item added in today's update, the Inflate ball, which is so crazy. So first off, let's jump in and go towards a location where you can get the inflatable every single game. If you guys are new around here, don't forget to tap that subscribe button. Roughly 98% of you who watch these videos on this channel aren't subscribed. So tap that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. I have no idea how many people aren't subscribed exactly, but 98% is a huge amount. So honestly guys, tap that subscribe. Seriously, if you're not, make sure you do press it. So we're landing in over at the radar tower where the IO base is outside of the woods, and you'll find inside of here the Rick NPC location. Now the thing with Rick, he has something really cool about him, and I'll show you guys that right now as I come in here. You can see obviously you can get the inflatable from chests. It's possible to get it from chests every single game. Here I'm going to open this IO chest and actually show you guys it right here. So let's open up this chest and see if we get it. Okay, and look at that, really lucky, we got the inflatable instantly in one go on the chest. So that was kind of nice and kind of neat that we actually managed to get that. But let me show you guys what exactly Rick does sell to help you guys get the inflatable every single time if you don't want to kind of risk your luck, I guess. You know, sometimes luck isn't always the best thing to count on to get the inflatable. If you want a guaranteed spot to get it every single game, come over to Rick. He's located at this little tower, and you'll find him actually selling it for 25 gold there on the right. So that's a guaranteed spot for you guys to get the inflatable every single game if you would like to actually have that access. So it's pretty cool. Now let me show you guys a little preview of this so you can kind of get an idea of what it does, how to use it, and everything about it. So to use this, you simply press A when you're in the air, basically like double A, the double jump button, and that'll give you access to the inflatable, which again you can bounce around with and actually collect a variety of different stuff. So it's pretty cool, a really nice one. And again, the way this works is you can hold down to increase your weight, and you can also press RT to move, which I thought was really cool. If you want to move at players, you can. And obviously it's a little bit difficult to control. You do bounce absolutely everywhere, but generally it's so fun to use, and it's one of my favorite movability items they've added into the game ever. It's much more fun than Groot's ball because of the randomness, I feel, but it's not very good at going uphill. Also, for those that are wondering how it works, if you do get shot, you instantly come out of it, as well as the bar on your right is similar to the way the jetpack works. Once you're out of fuel in this, you unfortunately lose it and you'll no longer gain it, but they're easier to find in the jetpack, obviously, because they're only a rare rarity. Anyway, jumping back into the gameplay, let me show you guys something really secret which has been added in today's update. And for those that remember the Ziggs and Chopper NPC that we talked about a few days ago, this has actually changed its location. So its new location is no longer in Hydra Dam, it is now in the Weeping Woods area, and you will find Ziggs just below me down here, and I'll show you guys exactly how you can eliminate him and how cool he is now. Obviously he is located now inside of the Weeping Woods, so it changes the dynamic of fighting him. There's more of an open area, he's got aimbot, and you've just really got to be careful when you come against him because you just really don't want to get eliminated by him. So he's going to be down below me down here, and I'll show you guys some really good tips at taking him out and how he works in this new area. He does also lay his eggs around here now. Really surprised that he has had some changes, you know, his new egg layout patterns all around here. But the best way to take him out, if you've got explosives, obviously throw them down first. He is a passive, so he won't attack you unless you shoot at him. Then you just want to simply laser him from distance. Distance is the best against Ziggs. He really struggles at distance. Once he gets up close, you really are going to struggle against Zig and Chopper right here, but again at distance you do get your advantage. Obviously I don't really have that many weapons for distance, so I'm just kind of SMGing him. You can see when he gets up close, he loves to get up close and do as much damage as possible to you. But luckily I'm doing all right against him here, to be honest. I'm not really losing that much. I'm just kind of using the builds to my advantage. That's the best thing to do. Accidentally I've jumped inside of here, and actually luckily enough these two players are actually rotating over and they've not seen me for some reason, so they might actually be bots. So we're going to allow them to move in on Zig and Chopper and just finish him off for me. Otherwise I would have just finished him off from over here using my ranged weapon. It looks like he's actually still targeting on me. He's not even bothered about them, and why they're targeting on Ziggs, I'm going to take him out real quickly. Hit this guy out here. Okay, there goes him and his friend. There he is. All right, let's just reload. He doesn't know really where I am because it's so dark in here. Let's take him out. There we are. Nice. You know, he's actually picked up Ziggs and Chopper. He managed to steal my limb, but I would have been able to get him with the long AR. And there you have it. The mythic weapon is right there on the floor, and that's how you can gain access to that if you really want to gain access to that mythic and you forgot where it's gone, because you know some people get a little bit confused when they move bosses like that. You're not going to be able to access it from Hydro anymore. So landing at Hydro isn't a good option if you want the Ziggs and Chopper ray gun, because now you'll only find it inside of Weeping Woods. Now, I'm going to show you guys some of the other changes to some of the hostile NPC trespassers. They've now been added in different sections of the map, actually patrolling areas. So let's go and show you guys one of their locations. What we're going to do is we're going to use our inflatable to locate over there, or kind of roll over there, and that will get us over there quite nicely. So let's move in. Let's grab this big pot over here, and we're going to head over towards Holly Hatchery first and show you guys some of the changes over there using our inflatable. So we're going to be able to show off this again, how good it is in different situations at rotating. So obviously the inflatable is great to rotate. If you get enough momentum on it, look at the speed you can get going on it. It's really nice, especially if you can get some downward on it, downward momentum, and try and just get downward only, you're pretty good. But once you start going off all over the place and start going uphill, I think you want to kind of break it like that, like I've done there. You just press the reload button and that'll take you out of the actual inflatable, and then you're able to kind of just run around up hills. And then when you're up a hill again, that's when you want to equip the inflatable for the best rotational strategy in the game. Obviously that's really crucial for us in the community to know how to use this, because I don't know if this is going to be a competitive item. It probably won't be, but it's key for casual players to know how to rotate this with the best of their ability. You can see if you get a big downward slope like that, you can get a lot of momentum and actually manage to move quite a good distance. And if you're in the middle of a fight and you want to quickly escape and you've got this in your inventory, look at the distance I've just traveled from that Spire tower. I'm almost at the Holly Hatchery now, so it's great to see this kind of just working really nicely. And you can see again, when you're going uphill, it doesn't really work too well. It depends how steep the hill is. If it's only a little one like this, it possibly is okay to use, but if it wasn't a little one like this, I wouldn't recommend it. So now we're inside of Holly Hatchery. It's time to show you guys the brand new NPC locations that have been added in over here. So for those that don't already know, Holly Hatchery has been changing over the last few weeks, and we all know that there's a brand new trespasser inside of here as well, who's very, very deadly, and he isn't just one. There are several of these all over the place. Let me show you guys these. So I'm going to bounce over here. You can see there's one trespasser over here, and there's about 5 to 6 different trespassers inside of it. Luckily enough, I have Zigs and Choppers Mythic right here, and I've managed to take them out quite nicely. But it's just great to think that all of these have been added in all over the Holly Hatchery area, and it's not just one. There is another one over here as well, so I'll show you guys that as we rotate in. All right, let's mine a few of these. Let's keep going through. All right, where is he? Where is he? He's got to be around here somewhere. There is one in here. I don't see him just yet. Let's go and check a little bit around here. There's loads, but they're all scattered around, which makes it definitely a more difficult POI to land at. Let's go and check around here. The storm's not going to do too much damage, so there's not much to worry about. And there's one. There's another one. They don't actually get affected by the low gravity areas. They do not have any effects in that. They just kind of completely avoid it, and they just rotate how they want to. So yeah, kind of cool. Now another thing I want to show you guys while we're in here, I'm going to show you guys using the inflatable to get outside of the storm and get out of here. You can see if you get enough momentum like I'm doing going downhill right now, look at the bounce speed you can get on this. This thing's going to allow me to easily catch up the storm and not take too much damage from the storm. That's what's really unique about these inflatables as well. Rotation wise, it's almost like you've got it in your inventory, you can just equip it and start bouncing. And if you do it at the right time from the right height, you're going to get some huge distance. Build a sky base and jump off or something similar like that, you're going to get a lot of distance with this bouncer. So that's really cool. We've also got some players here. We're going to laser with Ziggs and Chopper. Try that out. It's doing pretty well. I love this. I love this weapon. It's so cool, the Ziggs and Chopper. It's one of my favorite ones overall. Generally, I think it's great to actually have that in the game as a mythic. So let's hope we do get it throughout the whole season, maybe even right till the end. So it's cool. You can see I'm just battling these guys with my shotgun. Take one guy out. We use that little shotgun here, the Ziggs and Chopper. Actually, let's finish him off with that. Oh no, we'll switch back to the shotgun. Get a little hit on there. Oh, just almost hit. Let's finish him off with Ziggs and Chopper though, just for a laugh. There we are. It's a little bit inaccurate if you can't hit your shots, but if you do hit your shots, you do a pretty good job. But that's going to be it for today's video. I've given you guys a full overview of everything added in NPC wise, weapon wise, and all that. So I hope it has given you a good overview. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to tap that subscribe and check out the other videos on screen if you haven't already.